All right, let's get into it. For the last few years, the James Webb Space Telescope has basically been our new set of eyes on the cosmos. It's just floating out there, capturing light from the universe's most distant, hidden corners. And its whole mission? It's pretty simple, really, to look deeper and further back in time than we have ever been able to see before.
And that's not just some cool-sounding phrase, it's literally a time machine. Think about it. Light takes time to get from point A to point B. So when Webb looks at a galaxy billions of light years away, it's not seeing how that galaxy looks today. Nope. It's seeing the light from how it looked billions of years ago. It is quite literally looking into the deep past.
And the pictures, the data it's been sending back, wow. They've started to challenge some of our most basic ideas about how the universe even works. So let's take a little tour of some of the most mind-bending discoveries Webb has given us so far.
Okay, our first stop is about as far back as you can possibly go. I'm talking about the very, very beginning of cosmic history, to see the first things that ever crawled out of the darkness after the Big Bang.
This is the universe as a tiny, tiny baby. Webb is so powerful, it can pick up the super faint, ancient light from galaxies that were just getting their start, forming only a few 100 million years after the Big Bang. That's nothing in cosmic time.
Now it's important to remember, these images aren't exactly photographs like you take with your phone. The light from way back then is just too old and stretched out. So instead, scientists take all the data Webb collects and, piece by piece, they reconstruct what these galaxies probably looked like. And that data has shown us some really weird stuff, like galaxies that are basically luminous corpses. They're not glowing because of new stars being born, but from the leftover gas of stars that have already lived their entire lives and died. It's like seeing a galaxy's ghost, and that totally messes with our theories about how fast the first stars burned out.
All right, let's jump forward from the dawn of time to the more recent past, because this new telescope is showing us the absolutely epic, sometimes violent, but always beautiful ways that galaxies interact with each other.
And this, right here, this shows you just what a massive upgrade we're talking about. On the left, that's the Sombrero Galaxy, seen by the Hubble telescope. I mean, amazing for its day, right? But then look at the right. That's Webb's view. The clarity, the glowing gas, the hidden structures, it's a completely different universe. It's like we were watching in black and white, and suddenly someone flipped on the color.
And check this out, Webb caught this image, they're calling it the bloody eyes, of two galaxies just smashing into each other in this slow-motion, chaotic dance. But here's the really wild part. Because this is all happening 114 million light years from us, that means we're seeing an event that actually finished 114 million years ago. The collision is long over, we're just now getting the light from it. We are literally watching a ghost.
Now for what might be one of the weirdest pictures Webb has sent us. Seriously, at first glance, it really looks like the universe is just asking us a question. But that bizarre shape? It's not what you think. It's actually an illusion created by one of the strangest effects in all of physics.
It's something called gravitational lensing. Basically, the gravity from a huge galaxy or a cluster of them is so intense that it literally bends and warps the fabric of space-time around it. So the light from another object, way behind it, has to travel through that warped space. And as it does, it gets bent, stretched, and magnified, like it's passing through a giant cosmic magnifying glass.
And what is completely mind-blowing is that we knew this could happen. This wasn't a surprise. Albert Einstein, over 100 years ago, predicted this exact thing as part of his theory of general relativity. He said gravity could bend light, and here we are, a century later, with a photograph of it happening on a galactic scale. Just incredible.
And that question mark? It's not a one-off thing. This effect is happening all over the cosmos. Take a look at this. What looks like a cosmic penguin guarding its little egg is actually two different galaxies. The egg is a distant galaxy whose light has been warped into that shape by the gravity of the penguin galaxy in front of it.
Okay, let's zoom in even more. We've seen whole galaxies. Now let's go down to the level of the individual stars that actually make them shine. So every star, even our sun, has a life story. It's born from a big cloud of gas and dust, it lives for millions or billions of years, and then it dies. And Webb is giving us this absolutely unprecedented front row seat to every single one of those stages. And here we have birth. What you're looking at is a protostar. It's a baby star, still forming. This incredible hourglass shape is just the gas and dust collapsing in on itself, getting hotter and hotter. But the main engine, nuclear fusion, hasn't even switched on yet.
This whole process takes millions of years, and Webb has captured it in a single breathtaking snapshot.
And then there's this: death. This beautiful, chaotic cloud of color is all that's left after a really massive star ran out of fuel and just exploded, a supernova. It's a star's last, incredibly violent act, and in that explosion, it blasts out all the heavy elements it created in its core, which, by the way, are the exact same elements that eventually make up planets, and you, and me.
So, all of this, the building blocks of life being forged in stars, it naturally leads us to the biggest question there is. The one question Webb was truly built to help us answer. Are we alone?
And you know, the search doesn't always have to be in some galaxy far, far away. Sometimes it starts right here, in our own backyard. Webb pointed itself at Europa, one of Jupiter's icy moons, and it found something amazing: carbon, the fundamental building block for all life as we know it. And it looks like it's coming from the secret ocean that's hiding under all that ice.
But the discovery that has everyone really excited is about 124 light-years away. It's a planet called K2-18b, and scientists think it might be what they call a Hycean world. Basically, imagine a planet bigger than Earth that's warm and is completely covered by a massive liquid water ocean.
And the evidence is really starting to pile up. So first, it's in the habitable zone, which is that Goldilocks spot around a star where it's not too hot, not too cold for liquid water. Check. Then Webb confirmed, yep, there's water vapor in its atmosphere. Double check. But it's the third clue that has scientists absolutely buzzing. They found a very specific gas.
That gas is called dimethyl sulfide. And here's the thing. On our planet, on Earth, this gas is only made by living things, mostly tiny little organisms in the ocean like phytoplankton. So finding it somewhere else, I mean, that is a huge deal. It's what scientists call a potential biosignature, a chemical fingerprint that could point to life. Now, is it definitive proof? No, not yet. But it is without a doubt the most compelling clue we have ever found.
It's just a reminder that everything Webb shows us just proves the universe is way more extreme and way more complicated than we ever imagined. Like, for instance, based on Webb's data, it now looks like the gravitational pull of supermassive black holes is 40 times more powerful than we used to think. It's another textbook we're going to have to completely rewrite.
You know, we built the James Webb Space Telescope to find answers to our oldest questions. But what it's really doing, what its true gift is that it's giving us 1,000 new questions we didn't even know we were supposed to be asking. From the first moments of the universe to potential signs of life on another world, we have truly entered a new golden age of astronomy. And this is just the beginning. The biggest, wildest discoveries are definitely still to come. The only real question is, what's it going to show us next?